For most of human history, winter wasn't just a season. It was a test that killed the unprepared. No insulated walls, no central heating, no waterproof roof over your head, just skin, fire, and whatever the land was willing to give up. And somehow, humans made it through ice ages that lasted thousands of years, in places colder than almost anywhere people live today. So how does a hairless, tropical-born animal survive that? Picture yourself standing in an exposed camp 25,000 years ago, somewhere out on the frozen plains of Ice Age Europe. The wind doesn't just blow, it cuts. There's no cabin nearby, no brick chimney, nothing close to what you'd call a real shelter. And yet, people weren't just surviving out here. They were raising children out here, generation after generation. The first part of the answer is something most people would never guess: dirt. Archaeologists working in Ukraine and Russia uncovered something strange dome-shaped structures built almost entirely out of mammoth bones. Some used over 100 bones pulled from dozens of different animals, stacked and locked together with remarkable precision. This wasn't random debris, it was engineering. Cover that frame in hides, pack it with earth and snow, and you've built something that actually holds heat. And yes, snow, the thing that feels like your enemy in winter, is actually one of the best insulators around. Packed tightly, it traps air so well that the inside of a shelter can feel shockingly different from the world outside. But a shelter could only do so much. The real trick was layering, both on the body and inside the home. Ancient humans weren't just throwing on one big fur coat and hoping for the best. We've found sewing needles, tens of thousands of years old, which tells you something important. People were tailoring clothing, fitting it to the body instead of just draping it. Tight layers trap warm air against your skin far better than anything loose ever could. Pair that with boots stuffed with dry grass for insulation, and honestly, you've basically built a system that modern Arctic explorers still copy today. And here's where it gets personal. Right now, your body is still running that same ancient survival code. That shiver you feel when you step outside on a cold morning, that's not random. It's your muscles rapidly contracting, just to generate heat, a reflex passed straight down from people who needed it to make it through the night. Every time you instinctively curl up under a blanket or pull your arms in close, you're using a system built by ancestors who didn't have another option. None of this was a solo effort. Either people slept pressed together, sharing body heat, taking turns keeping watch so the fire never went out. A dead fire wasn't just inconvenient back then. It could mean the whole group didn't make it to morning. So, firekeeping became almost sacred. Someone was always watching it, feeding it, guarding it like a life depended on it. Because it did. Tonight, wrapped up somewhere warm, you won't spend a single second wondering if the fire survives until sunrise. You don't have to. But that instinct to curl up, to chase warmth, to move closer to the people you care about when it gets cold, that part never left. It's still running quietly in the background. A small leftover from ancestors who turned mammoth bones, packed snow, and a few stitched hides into the difference between freezing and waking up the next morning.